Maya had exactly 7 seconds to choose between the man she loved and the money that would change everything. But what she whispered in that dark hotel room wasn't "I'm sorry" or "I love you." It was something that would haunt both of them forever. He'll never know. 3 years of promises shattered. 1 night of greed, endless. And karma? Karma wore a face neither of them expected, delivering justice so twisted it made their betrayal look like mercy. This is the story of how 2 people who swore eternal love became strangers who destroyed each other, and how the real villain was hiding in plain sight all along. Maya believed in forever. At 26, she'd built her world around that single truth, that love, real love, conquered everything. She and Ryan had started with nothing, 2 broke dreamers sharing ramen dinners and dreaming about someday when they'd have enough, someday when the struggle would end. "We'll build it together," Ryan would say, fingers intertwined with hers. "Every sacrifice, every hard day, it's all for us." She believed him. God, she believed every word. Ryan worked construction, coming home exhausted, concrete dust in his hair. Maya waited tables, feet aching, smile forced for tips that barely covered rent. But they had each other. They had their little apartment with the leaky faucet and the neighbor who played piano at 2 a.m. They had dreams sketched on napkins, the house they'd buy, the kids they'd name, the life they'd earn. Nobody talks about this, but when you're young and broken in love, you think sacrifice makes you noble. You think suffering together makes you unbreakable. Maya wore that belief like armor until the night Marcus walked into the restaurant. The door opens. A man in a suit, real suit, the kind that costs more than her month's rent, slides into her section. She sees the watch first, then the smile, then the envelope he places on the table. "Maya, right?" His voice is smooth, practiced. "I'm Marcus. I knew your father." Time slows down. Her father, dead 6 years now. The man who abandoned them, left her mother with nothing, disappeared into debts they're still paying. "I owe him money," Marcus says. $50,000. He helped me when no one else would. I promised I'd pay it back to his family. Her heart stops, stops again. $50,000. The exact amount Ryan's mother needs for her surgery. The exact amount that would save her life, save their future, and the crushing weight of watching someone they love die slowly because they can't afford to save her. "There's one condition," Marcus says, and the world tilts. "One night, one dinner. Just company," he says. "Nothing inappropriate, just an evening with someone who reminds me of a man I respected." The last moment of who she used to be, whispers, "Walk away." But she hears Ryan's voice from last night, breaking. "Mom has 3 months? Maybe less." "I'll tell Ryan," Maya says, reaching for her phone. Marcus's hand covers hers. He wouldn't understand. Men, they let pride destroy everything. "You know that. Tell him after. Tell him you saved his mother. He'll forgive anything for that." But that wasn't the worst part. The worst part was how easily she convinced herself, how she rewrote the truth in real time. It's just dinner. It's for Ryan's mother. It's not really betrayal if the intention is love. The mind protects itself by lying, and hers became an expert that night. She texts Ryan, "Working double shift. Don't wait up. Love you." 3 words. 3 lies wrapped in a truth. The dinner is in a penthouse suite. "More private," Marcus explains. Her stomach twists, but she steps inside. The door closes behind her with a sound like a coffin ceiling. Marcus pours wine. They talk. He's charming, drawing out her dreams, her fears, the secret part of her that's tired of struggling. He paints pictures of a different life, one where money isn't a daily terror, where she could breathe. "People think love conquers all," Marcus says. "But love doesn't pay for chemotherapy. Love doesn't save dying mothers." She tries to rationalize, tries to deny. But somewhere between the second glass and the third, his hand is on her knee. Between the third and fourth, she stops pulling away. "Nobody has to know," he says. And she hears herself agreeing, becoming someone she doesn't recognize, making choices the old Maya would have died before making. Her best friend Claire is texting. "Where are you? Ryan just called me looking for you." Delete, delete, delete. The check arrives the next morning. $50,000. Clean money, blood money. She stares at it until the numbers blur. Ryan's face when she shows him, pure joy, tears streaming, lifting her off the ground. You're a miracle. How did you? My father's old debt. She lies smoothly now. Someone finally paid. His mother gets the surgery, survives. Maya should feel relief. Instead, she feels like she's rotting from the inside out. The dark thoughts come in waves. What I did worked. Maybe morality is just a luxury poor people can't afford. Maybe I'm not a bad person. Maybe I'm just realistic. 3 more. Ryan will never know. This secret dies with me. Some lies protect love, but secrets are living things. They grow. They demand feeding. Marcus texts. Dinner again? Same arrangement? She should block him. She should confess. Instead, she thinks about the car that keeps breaking down, the debt still crushing them, the someday that never comes. Everything was about to change. Her moral boundaries crack, just a little, then a little more. The old Maya would never, but she was gone, drowned in a hotel room for 50,000 pieces of silver. Claire corners her at work. You're different. What happened? Nothing, Maya says. I'm just tired. The thing about guilt is, it doesn't just eat you alive. It makes you hungry for more sins to justify the first one. 3 words changed everything. Ryan knows something. Claire's voice on the phone. Panic. He came to my place asking weird questions. About that night. About where you really were. Maya, what did you do? The power dynamic shifts. Suddenly Maya isn't controlling the secret. It's controlling her. She rushes home. Ryan is sitting in the dark, her phone in his hand. The old phone. The one she thought she'd wiped clean. Marcus sent you flowers, Ryan says quietly. They came to my mother's house by mistake. Same address, different apartment. She opened the card. It said, thanks for the company. Same time next week? Discovery? Revelation. The hidden enemy wasn't Marcus. It was her own carelessness. Her own arrogance thinking she could bury truth. It's not what you think, she starts. Then tell me what it is. She tries. God, she tries. But how do you explain betrayal in a way that makes it love? How do you paint poison as medicine? Ryan's face changes, hardens. My mother is alive because you slept with someone for money. That's the truth you want me to accept? I did it for us. You did it to us. He leaves. Just leaves. Takes nothing but his dignity and her hope of redemption. If he's going to paint her as a villain, she'll become one. If he's going to destroy her anyway, she'll make sure he suffers too. She crosses a moral point of no return, texting Marcus. I need more money, and I need dirt on Ryan. Marcus responds within minutes, but his message isn't an offer, it's a revelation. Interesting. Ryan came to me 2 weeks ago asking the same thing about you. Even worse than the first, from an unexpected source, everything clicks into place with sickening clarity. The surgery money, the mysterious debt, Marcus knowing exactly when to appear, exactly what amount they needed, exactly how to tempt her. Ryan orchestrated it. Marcus continues. He offered me $10,000 to seduce you, record it, give him proof for the divorce he was already planning. Said his mother's illness was the perfect cover. Said you'd never suspect him because you thought he was too noble. The conspiracy unfolds. Ryan never loved her, or stopped loving her somewhere in the struggle and grew to resent her. Maybe resent that she wasn't enough to rescue them. Maybe resent that she made him feel like a failure, becoming the monster to defeat the monster, Maya whispers, but realizes she was never becoming. She already was one in Ryan's eyes. They both were. We didn't destroy our love for one night. We destroyed it over 3 years of quiet resentment, brick by brick, sacrifice by sacrifice, until nothing remained but 2 people who hated what they'd become. But there's a weakness. Marcus kept the recordings, all of them, including the one where Ryan lays out his plan, cold and calculating. Claire reveals she knew. Ryan told her first, asked her to watch Maya, report back. Everyone was betraying everyone in a circle of poison. Use Ryan's weapon against him, not for revenge, for truth, for proof of what they both really were. She meets Marcus one final time. Give me the recordings, all of them. I'll pay you back the $50,000. How? I'll tell Ryan's mother the truth. She'll disinherit him. The house she promised him? It's worth $300,000. We split it. You're going to destroy a dying woman's faith in her son to save yourself? Yes, because Maya has learned the darkest truth. There are no heroes in this story, only survivors. I'm becoming the monster to expose the monster, and maybe that makes me worse, but at least I'll be honest about what I am. She rehearses the words, imagines the old woman's face crumbling, almost backs out 17 times, visiting Ryan's mother, seeing her smile, hearing her say, "You saved my life, sweetheart. You're the daughter I always wanted." But she remembers, Ryan set this all in motion. Ryan made her the villain first. Ryan destroyed her capacity for mercy when he orchestrated her fall. Nobody talks about this, but sometimes the victim and the villain are the same person, just viewed from different angles. The confrontation begins in Ryan's mother's hospital room. She's back for complications. Maya, Ryan, and Marcus all arrive at once, planned perfectly. "Tell her," Maya says to Ryan. "Tell your mother how you hired someone to seduce me so you could divorce me and keep her inheritance." Unexpected twist. Ryan's mother already knows. She's known for weeks. The flowers weren't delivered by mistake. She arranged it. She wanted to see what they'd do. The tables turn completely. "You think I'm old and naive," she says. "I've been married 3 times. I know what greed looks like. I know what broken people do to each other. The inheritance? It went to charity last month. Ryan's father did the same thing to me 40 years ago. Set up a test. I failed. I was hoping at least one of you would choose love over money. You both failed." He's crying now, real tears. "Mom, I just wanted security for us. After Dad left, I swore I'd never be powerless again. So you became him," she says. They both lose everything. Each other, the money, their innocence, their carefully constructed self-images as good people. Ryan stares at Maya. "When did we become this?" "We became this when we decided love wasn't enough. When we turned each other into enemies because we were too afraid to be vulnerable. There is no victory, only ruins. We swore eternal love, but we forgot to swear eternal honesty, eternal courage, eternal forgiveness. Love without those? It's just a pretty lie waiting to rot." 6 months forward, Maya and Ryan are divorced. Quick, clinical, no fighting over assets because there are none. She works at a different restaurant, lives alone, sleeps through most nights now without waking up in tears. Self-knowledge, the understanding that she's capable of terrible things, that nobility isn't inherent, it's chosen daily, in small. The dream of forever, the belief that love, the version of herself was real. Claire apologized. They're friends again, but different, guarded, both knowing that betrayal isn't always obvious. Sometimes it's wrapped in concern. Ryan's mother recovered and reached out. "You're not a bad person," she said. "You're just a person who made There's hope in that." Maya can't say, "I love you" anymore without hearing the echo of her own lie. The words feel haunted. She's stronger, but different, wiser but wounded, free but alone. Maybe some loves are meant to teach, not last. Maybe Ryan and I were supposed to destroy each other so we could learn what we're really made of. Marcus disappeared with the recordings. No one knows where. And Ryan? He's getting remarried to someone Maya doesn't know. Someone who might be as broken as them, or who might be their next victim. But that's a story for another time. She learned that love without integrity is just shared delusion, and that sometimes destroying each other is the only path to discovering who you really are. But here's what haunts everyone who hears this story. If someone you loved was slowly dying, and all it took was one night of betrayal to save them, would you choose love or loyalty? Because Maya chose love, Ryan chose revenge, and they both lost everything. Were they both wrong, or were they both right? Share your answer below, because this question has no clean ending.